Hi everyone, it's Irma with Josie Journals, and today I have a final flip through of my Christmas journal. This is a chunky journal that I made, and it is 10 1/4 inches long by 7.5 inches wide, and it does have a 4-inch spine. So let me give you a closer look here. So I used this fabric that I purchased online. This one right here is from Hobby Lobby. This is some vintage ticking that I went ahead and applied down here with some vintage buttons. And the spine is made of red corduroy. And it closes with a red velvet ribbon. So I used several digitals and papers in this journal that I made. And so I used Artymaze, Swipes and Keeps, Hobby Lobby, Recollections, Espresso Press Design, and Craft Art Story. And I went ahead and used some Tim Holtz ephemera in there. So let's go ahead and get started. So it opens up like this. And let me remove the journal. So this, when you open it up, this is what it looks like. So let's start right here on this side. I also use some cardstock that is velvet on the outside, so it feels very smooth. This red velvet right here. So it opens like this. You have a pocket up here. Right here. It opens up like this. You have an envelope, a tag up here. Let's get it down a little bit. You have a vintage tag there, backed up with some vintage scrapbook paper. And then you have an envelope here. You have a Tim Holtz picture here, a vintage post-it cards. I went ahead and used quite a bit of vintage post-it cards in this. So it'll be interesting for you to read what's in the back. So then it comes down like this, and then it opens up and out like this. This, I just left it plain so that you could put some pictures or whatever you like on here. This is embossing paper. I don't know if you can see the texture on there. And so here you have a flip up envelope with a pocket in the back and a mini envelope as well that I just slipped in there. You have two tags here, again from the Artymaze collection, backed up with coffee dye paper. And this here is some vintage wallpaper that I also backed up with the vintage cardstock paper. So this goes down, and it comes open like this. Here you have a gusseted envelope. So that you can put stuff in there. I'm sorry, that this one wasn't gusseted. It's the other one on the other side. Apologize for that. And then as we move along to this side, it opens up here. You have a another vintage postcard here. You have a pocket right here, comes down, and then it opens up here, and you have a plain journal right here. And this is some vintage music paper that I put here, and this is just a tag that I included in there. So that closes up this way. All right, and then on this side, you have some vintage ticking that I created a pocket with. And this here is also from the Hobby Lobby fabric that I just cut out and put it there. And then you have some postcards. I mean, I'm sorry, some greeting cards. These are actually greeting cards. And this journal here has also quite a bit of vintage greeting cards that I included. I thought they would be so cute. And then here you just have an envelope. So it opens up this way. And here in the center, you have 3 pockets. Pocket there, there, and up here. And then it opens up this way. And you have some tags here. Again, backed up with some vintage scrapbook paper. All right. And then here you have 3 tags, vintage music paper, vintage greeting card, backed up with, this is some like cotton, handcrafted paper that I put in there. And this is another vintage greeting card. So those go in there. Opens up this way. And then you have 2 envelopes here. And let me see. Yeah, you have 2 envelopes here. And then here you have another vintage. This is a vintage postcard that I went ahead and put on top of there. And then you flip it over and you have a greeting card. I thought that was so cute. And then it opens up this way. And you have pocket here. Oops, a pocket here and a pocket up here. And then you have a pocket here and here. Let's close this up there. And then on this side, you have some braille paper, some vintage braille paper that I included there. And this is some vintage wallpaper that I used as belly bands. So you have one here and one here. And that closes up that way. I just fell in love with the Artymaze digital papers. That they were so cute. Okay, so now on this side, you have a pocket up here. Opens up this way. And then here you just have some tags, a vintage little to and from that I put in there. I thought that was adorable. So this opens up this way. You have a pocket here. Oh, you can see that. Let me pull it down a little bit. You have a pocket here, and then it flips up again. You have another pocket here with tags. This here is a pocket as well, flips open. You have another pocket here. This flips down. And then you have another pocket right here with some tags. You have a pocket here as well behind the envelope, and you have another larger pocket back here that I used vintage. This is a vintage greeting card that was so cute. All right, and so this closes back down this way. I hope I'm not taking too long with this. Okay, so here you have another velvet cardstock here. And I left it blank also so that you can put pictures or whatever you want to put on there as well. So this is going to flip open this way. And here you have a pocket here, a pocket here. This flips out and that one flips the other direction. Hope you can see that. This journal's pretty big. I'm trying to show. There you go. And then you have pockets here and pockets in the back as well. This goes down. Here you have a large gazetted envelope with a pocket up here. And so this closes this way, this way. So that is the folio. And let me show you the journal. So I wanted the journal to have a lot of writing space on there. So you're going to notice that there's a lot of tea-dyed paper in there. And the journal measures 10 1/4 by 7 1/4. And I used a lot of different types of ribbons on here. I also used a vintage little doily. I used some Christmas balls, some Christmas bells. Some of these bells are vintage. I don't know, let me see, like this one here. I'm sorry, I was out of frame for a little bit. This one here. And then you have vintage slide. And this is the back. And it also has a corduroy spine as well. And it has 2 signatures in here. So you have a pocket here. It opens up like this. You have some ephemera there. More ephemera there. Vintage photo. Vintage greeting card. You have a vintage like a sticker there. Flips it out like this. I did include some vintage papers as well in here. Postcard. Another envelope. Another envelope. A vintage doily. Another doily. Some pockets. Envelopes. More envelopes with some vintage postcards. Another envelope. Vintage pictures from a scrapbook that I had. It's a pocket. Keeps out. A lot of pages from vintage books that I included in here. Some more envelopes. And so that's my journal, guys. I hope you liked it. My journal will be posted in my Etsy. I will link my Etsy below. If you like it, please go check it out. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas if I don't see you by then. Thank you.